Hello everyone and welcome back to Endless Sky, where today we are going to try to finish the Bactrian quest line. So in order to do that, what is that? What is that little thing over there now that oh god, I need to turn my volume down. That's better. What is this? Oh, it's actually a station. There's two of them. I think they added new sprites for stations, so that's kinda cool. Anyways. Where are my ships? I need to, I think, take more mystery deliveries. So I'm gonna fly up to Gomesia here. Yeah, it looks like I need to do more mystery deliveries, so I will do that. And we'll see whether we get any spaceport quests to do. Okay, so I got a little message, but I accidentally clicked out of it, and I saw something to do with mystery deliveries, like it was one of those pop-ups you get when you land. So I'm gonna redo what I did. I went here and I landed on Menkent. And I landed and I got a little pop-up here, so... You receive a message from Lieutenant Paris. Greetings, Captain. The situation involving Beelzebub has gone slightly sour and the Navy is involved now. I've been asked to gather the merchants who assisted the Deep previously in placing the cubes. If you're interested, please come to Luna in the Sol System. Accept. So that's my next destination. Luckily, I'm only 2 jumps away. I'm not sure whether I necessarily need my escorts for this. I guess I'll find out. I can always, come back and reload a save if I need them. A pair of men in Navy uniforms escort you to a restricted area of the Luna facility. One of them uses a keycard to open an elevator and ushers you in. The elevator opens up many floors below the spaceport to an area of this facility that looks far newer than that on the surface. You're kept in what looks like a waiting room along with 5 others. After a bit of talking, you find out that these are the other merchant captains who help place the cubes across different regions of the galaxy. An hour of waiting passes and Lieutenant Paris walks into the room followed by a Navy Admiral. I hope you're all enjoying your stay, the Admiral remarks. Now, how is it that most of the cubes you replaced were mysteriously disabled shortly after pirates entered each system? Admiral looks to each of the captains in the room, seemingly waiting for a response. Maybe they know how to detect the cubes. Doubtful. Paris nods as if to back up this claim. He clears his throat and continues. Allow me to explain the situation. Roughly 2 weeks after the last of your deliveries were activated, the sensors identified Beelzebub's ship in the northern reaches of the Dirt Belt. We dispatched half of the nearest Navy garrison to apprehend the vessel, only to arrive and find a convoy of star barges instead. Worse, while our ships were in pursuit of the decoys, a pirate fleet managed to assault their home base and capture a handful of docked cruisers, and amidst the chaos, most of the cubes you placed in the Dirt Belt and core were disabled. Before the Admiral can work himself up further, Paris intercedes with the rest of the story. The cubes of deep security had you positioned on multiple worlds were surveillance devices. Sensor cubes, as we call them, designed to track Beelzebub's ship and notify us when the ship was located. It can be presumed that Beelzebub now has access to these cubes and has undoubtedly converted them to work in his favor. It may take us weeks to retrieve them, but at the moment it can be assumed that Beelzebub knows where we will be. Why are you involving us? Beelzebub is perhaps the most wanted pirate warlord since the 20th century. With both Navy and deep technology now in the hands of this criminal, every available ship will be required to take him down. Given this, we are now hoping that you would be willing to assist us in trapping Beelzebub. The 6 of your fleets combined would certainly make up for anything that the Navy has lost in the attack. How much will we be paid? At minimum, 1 million credits. The Emperor replies. The captain who asked instantly agrees to help as do 2 others. I will help as well. In the end, only one of the merchant captains declines. She is escorted out of the room, and the Admiral explains each merchant captain's new role. We assume that Beelzebub will know where we will be, but we will know where he is as well. The stolen cruisers and pirate fleet that attacked our base has moved towards the core. Given the severity of the crime that Beelzebub has just committed, he will undoubtedly attempt to get as far away from the law as possible. That leaves us only 2 possible destinations, Buccaneer Bay or the anarchist colonies of the far north. Our best guess is that the colonies are a more appealing option to the warlord. We'll be setting up multiple blockades in hope of boxing in Beelzebub. In of boxing Beelzebub in as a number of fleets with the galaxy. Captain Myth, you'll be stationed on Maelstrom in the Nihal system with Lieutenant Paris and a small navy fleet. Please gather your things and travel there immediately. Okay, so when I land there, I'm going to hire a bunch of crew. Because I see an opportunity to capture some ships. And I'm going to unpark these Falcons, because it sounds like a fight's coming up. So I need to go to Nihal, and then when I'm in Nihal, I'm going to hire a bunch of crew, if it gives me the chance. If not, I'll have to save load back and hire them in Seoul. I just don't want to hire them yet, because it would cost a lot of money to transport people here. Oh, there's a little Fury pirate. Oh, and Navy cruiser decided to help out. Waiting for my Falcons now. They're going a different way. Actually, they're almost here already. Okay. Several of the Maelstrom spaceport landings are suitable even for the largest of Navy capital ships. Paris explains to you that at one time this world was used as a major Navy base, but has since been replaced by Farpoint, closer to the far north anarchist worlds. Once every ship is parked, a captain's briefing is held on an empty landing pad. Don't expect this job to be fun. We could be waiting around here for days before anything happens, and we need to stay in the system the entire time. What do we do? For now, you can walk around the spaceport and see what there might be to do, but don't stray too far. Otherwise, you might never get back to your ship in time. Wander. Other than the occasional blaring of train whistle, the spaceport of Maelstrom is rather tranquil. You pass by time by talking to a few tourists, most of whom are getting ready to go rock climbing. While walking through the restaurant district, the ground begins to shake slightly. Many of the locals don't even react to the earthquake, and eventually it subsides. Once you've walked through the entire spaceport and seen all that it has to offer, you begin making your way back to your ship. Suddenly your device beeps and hear Lieutenant Paris' voice. The blockade in Murfac has been attacked. I repeat, the blockade in Murfac has just been attacked. Reports are that the blockade has sustained heavy losses as the pirate fleet included one of the stolen cruisers. Should we go help them? To which a senior officer responds, "We were given orders and we're going to follow them unless told otherwise." The comms fall silent and the waiting resumes. Suddenly, without warning, one of the Ravens takes off and your communication device begins blaring. A pirate fleet just jumped into the system. Okay, you know what? I do have to hire a crew here. Let's do that. Jump here. I'm going to skip through all that dialogue, and then we're going to take care of it. I knew I would need... I have a feeling I would need my my warships with me, so that's why I parked the Falcons. Just gotta wait until these guys get here. My Falcons now. Taking longer this time. Oh, they must have gone through Seoul for some reason this time. It's okay. Just give it a couple minutes and then I'll be back out here fighting people. Okay. Wander done. Okay, that was it. Now I wasn't sure that anything would actually survive, to be honest. It doesn't look like it will. I guess I didn't really need to do that. I can capture this random Firebird though. As long as I don't lose any of my ships. Alright, looks like we're done here. So yeah, I didn't lose any ships and I got a Firebird in the process accidentally, so. Despite the Navy cruisers, the pirates were unable to break through the blockade. After all your group landed, Paris invites the captains into a ship and makes contact with mission control. He relays the report, and you hear the blockade in Matar was also attacked, but no stolen cruisers were sighted. What are your orders, Admiral? Paris asks over the comms. Lieutenant, your report makes 3 cruisers accounted for, yet still no sign of Beelzebub. Our recon fleets have almost reached the blockades, meaning we'll catch this warlord soon enough. After the Navy fleet sweeping towards your post enters Nihal, I want you to lead everyone to Farpoint in the Altanax system. Beelzebub may be planning an attack on the blockade there with the remaining 3 cruisers. Understood, sir. And we continue. I now have a random Firebird with me. I hope that's not a problem. So my job is now to get to Altanax, which I think I can go this way, but I think some of my ships would become stranded. Because this is basically just a dead zone. So I'm going to go this way. Okay, well, my fuel landed me in the Betelgeuse system, which is a major shipyard. So that's actually kind of perfect, because I just want to get rid of this Firebird. There's really no reason for me to have it. It's not strong enough. It'll probably die in a major battle anyways, so might as well get the 2 million credits. You can buy Leviathans here, but they're pretty expensive. So I don't think I'm going to do that yet. I'm sure I'll buy some warships later to add to my fleet. But for now, we will go to Altanax, which is our main goal anyways. I'll just wait for everybody to be here to jump because I'm not sure. Yep, Altanax is in chaos when you enter the system. An outnumbered defense fleet is fighting a group of pirate ships. Among the pirates, your sensors identify the 3 stolen cruisers. Here we go. I don't even have any weapons. I just have to let this battle play out and hope none of my ships die. Not a huge deal if I lose, or if the Republic loses a couple ships, but I am going to avoid, you know, us losing anything. Looks like no pirates even survived. Yeah, I'm just, at this point I'm just boarding friendlies and repairing them rather than actually doing anything. So, we're gonna land. Kinda sucks I didn't really get to capture anything cool, but whatever. As you come in for a landing, you can see that a number of buildings have taken fire from the pirate fleet above. White tents have been set up to attend to the wounded, and multiple ships are being repaired. You are directed to an unscathed building in which a number of Navy officers, the Admiral you met on Luna, Lieutenant Paris, and your fellow merchant captains have convened. After you enter the room and get settled down, the Admiral begins to speak. Here's the sitrep. Beelzebub's ship was spotted entering the system, followed by the rest of the pirate fleet. His ship seemed to disappear in the confusion, so we have no idea where he went. Either Beelzebub is currently hiding on the anarchist worlds or made a dash for the core, in which case the chase goes on. Luckily, all 6 cruisers were accounted for, albeit destroyed. Deep security forces have begun to collect the soul and sensor cubes. We can confirm that Beelzebub is watching our every move, since the cubes are being found all over the paradise worlds and core. They should all be retrieved within the next week. The Admiral then turns to the merchant captains. Now that Beelzebub doesn't have the upper hand anymore, you are no longer needed. As promised, 1 million credits will be transferred to each of your accounts for your services. Thank you, Admiral. One of the captain replies, no, thank you. All of you, you didn't have to accept the risk that you did. And I speak for the whole Navy when I say that we are grateful for that. So, that's not the end. There's more to do. But I suppose I'm supposed to be waiting or something. I'm gonna go fly up here, just to see what's up. If Mr. What's-His-Face is here, Beelzebub. See if he's over. And I died. That's annoying. Okay, well, you know what? How about I just I don't even know what to do while I wait, to be honest. I go to the job board, but I don't typically do jobs. I can do a couple of these. I feel like I just need to waste some time until this happens, until I get a new quest thing. Just gotta escort these 2 guys over there and then drop off some cargo in Talita. I don't know what the planet's called down there. I don't have everything memorized, unfortunately. Alright, land. One of my ships is getting blown up. Oh, I left the Scars and Slate behind because he is not having a good time. Oh, he got disabled again. Okay, let's just load this one, board him, and land. There we go. Now I gotta go here, because this was a rush delivery, so I hope I'm not screwing myself over. Looks like I'm fine. Alright, so let's see. Still nothing popping up. I know there is a fight with Beelzebub. I know you can actually take him on. I don't know where. Wow, look at this. That's a nice little stack of money. Why do the behemoths need escorts? I mean, come on. You've got some massive armament on that. Oh, there's a fleet of pirates waiting for these guys, huh? Wow. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring my my falcons into this. Yeah, no, there's pirates just waiting. for these freighters. So, didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Yeah, see, they're coming for us here, but luckily it looks like we're knocking them out. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, I almost lost one of my main ships. Can someone repair him, please? Okay, land. Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna jump to Farad here, and then we're gonna wait, and we're all gonna jump together. Because that way I can just quickly go in for the landing. And boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. You are approached by a Navy officer. Would you be able to assist us? A sizable gang of pirates has occupied Mebsuta and raided the spaceport. A Navy fleet is on its way to eliminate the pirates, but reports from the planet indicate that the spaceport of Featherweight is in dire need of supplies. Any building above 3 stories was badly damaged and everything in the warehouses was either stolen or destroyed. We need a ship to bring 178 tons of relief supplies to them. Sure. I thought this was going to be a combat mission. But if it's not, whatever. I assume that would be a more major storyline thing, but looks like it's just a regular, yeah, it is just a regular mission, but for some reason popped up like a more quest-like one. I know for a fact there's more deep security storylines, so I am curious as to how I get it. Shoot. Well, I can capture some ravens while I'm at it. That's always nice. Might as well just take whatever ships I'm given right here. Yeah, I don't really get this. I don't know what I'm supposed to be, if I'm supposed to be waiting for something, or maybe I'm supposed to do more mystery deliveries. I want to take these wanted missions, but I don't want to do them in a random place where I might have to go to a kind of annoying thing. Okay, you know what? Give me a second. I'm going to look up this campaign and see what I need to do. Okay, so I looked into it, and there's actually a lot more to do, apparently. So I have to go back to the deep. I have to do... I did the deep one where I went to Terminus and examined that, like, wormhole thing with the robot that I repaired or whatever. And that was actually one of the things I need to do. And there's one other... or maybe 2. There's, like, 2 other sets of quest lines I need to do. So... kind of... annoying, but apparently I'm supposed to keep doing spaceport deep stuff and figure something out. Here we go. This is probably something. I'm supposed to fly by a star. Ildaria system. Where's Ildaria? Oh, there it is. Wow, that is far. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to park the Falcons again. I'm going to get rid of my extra crew, so I'm not paying all these, crew things. I'm hoping this has something to do with the deep storyline. It might not, to be honest. So apparently I'm supposed to do the quest line where I meet the remnant. And I'm supposed to have met the High for some reason. So I might have to do that. I guess I will have to do that. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this quest line today, but... because this is a lot more stuff than I was assuming I would have to do today. I was thinking that would be like the end where I had fought the pirates there. I thought I would be going back and things to be taken care of. So, I've done the flyby, unless I have to wait for my stupid ships. Yeah, I might have to wait for the annoying things. Are those pirates blasting at me? Not blasting at me just yet, but they are shooting some people. Do you want to, Does anybody want to give me an assist? Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, that should... I don't know if that took care of it, because I might have to wait for this stupid other Leviathan who might be screwing me over here. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Why is it putting passengers on here? Because it's saying the quest isn't finished. Like it's not got a proper... Oh, now it does. Why? Okay then. Whatever. It wasn't showing me the lit up version of the return beacon thing. So I was thinking, oh, I need to do something else here. But apparently not. It was just deciding to do that. Whatever. Hopefully this means I can be done the city ship license thing by next episode. Unless I really want to just make this a long one, which I might, but I don't know. Just yet. I don't want to land because it's a waste of time. There we go. Have I got the crew on me? Can I... Oh my god. Why are they on the escort? Why is it doing this? Why is it not putting them on the, you know, big ship with hundreds of passenger space that I have available? It's because I had extra crew filled out at the time? I guess that's probably it. Alright. No, that's just a random rush delivery. I don't care about that. Here we go. While walking away from an argument with a local merchant over the price of a basket of fruit, 10 credits is far too much for only a dozen pieces of fruit. You spy a group of 4 scientists moving about, briefly speaking with various captains. One of them sees you, and after a brief moment examining the tablet in his hand, leads the group towards you. Hello, Captain. The tall man among the group says, A.Q. Smith, is it? Yeah, you nod. Splendid. I'm Garrison, and these are my colleagues Hannah, Pierre, and Laura. We're looking for a captain who would be able to give us a ride to a few planets in the Paradise Sector, where we would be acquiring supplies for our research. The Deep is currently short on spare transport ships, but did give us permission to hire a trustworthy merchant captain so we don't miss our deadline. I'd be glad to help. We need to go to Vinci in the Meaplacidus system, Prime in the Betelgeuse system, and Carbuncle Station in the Elnath system. After we've gathered all supplies, we'll need to be dropped off on Midgard in the Elutra system. Okay, so I guess we can start with Meaplacidus because it's right there. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a pretty wild name, Meaplacidus. It should be on my ship, right? Yes. It might take a while to get a hold of the electronics we need. Just stick around the spaceport. You guys can handle it, right? I haven't been to Vinci in years. I want to see the virtual reality activities they have in the spaceport arcade now. The other 3 scientists agree that they can make do without her, and she immediately runs off in the direction of the spaceport arcade. When you find her, she's busy playing a VR table tennis game against an AI hologram. By the looks of things, she's an amazing player, and the score is currently tied. You can do it. She slams the virtual ball with her paddle, causing it to bounce off the table, fly right past her opponent, and disintegrate into thin air. I did pretty good, didn't I? It's my first time playing table tennis, too. I'm a quick learner. Ancient history. I could spend weeks talking about what I learned in those classes. I'm gonna stop reading all of the dialogue because it's pretty long, and there's a lot. So she looks like she's ready to endlessly blather on about Earth before the hyperdrive was invented, but you're saved by Laura. Okay. Moving on. Missions, research supplies. Let's go to Elnath now. Yeah, I'm going to stop reading all of these. I'm going to sort of skim through them and read what seems like important parts. If you want to pause the video and read, that's probably a good idea if you're attached to the dialogue in any way. It's restricted to normal visitors. The majority of the station is restricted. The workers here will not even refuel your ship upon request. They have secrets stored within. It's clear they have secrets. What brings you to Carbuncle Station? Project Hawking. And the screen momentarily goes blank. When flickers on again, she's equally succinct and says only admit 3. Garrison stays behind with you. Pierre, Hannah, and Laura are led through an awkwardly small opening in the bulkhead. How long will it be? At most 10 minutes. In the meantime, we could have a short chat. What's Project Talking? I haven't the faintest idea what they keep here. Even if I did, I'm sure I wouldn't be allowed to tell you. The exact details of Project Talking are classified. I'm not able to tell you much, except that we're doing weapons research. I worked on the Dwarf Core. I also contributed towards the creation of those comically impractical LP576A battery packs that I have yet to see a single ship using. Anyhow, because of my past work, Deep approached me to work on this project. What do you need from Carbuncle Station? Like I said, it's classified. It's not something I would understand, though. It's in Laura's field of expertise. You see, she majored in. Before Garrison can finish speaking, the other three scientists return, helping each other carry a sealed metal box. We're going to set this in the back if you don't mind. The scientists make themselves cozy in the bunk rooms and get ready to depart. A chirping from your ship's radio indicates you've received a message from the station. You're not shocked at its contents. Your immediate departure is required. It's funny, because you can just land back there if you want, but not that it makes a huge difference. Oh, can my ships not refuel there? Oh, they totally can't. Oh, maybe they can. Now they're doing it. Okay, I don't know why. I just thought because of this, they weren't refueling. It took them forever to start refueling. As you approach the massive prime spaceport building, Pierre directs you to park on a landing pad on the 3rd story, close to the warehouse station. It's a lot of different alloys. We're going to destroy them, short and simple. We need to see how different ship alloys hold up to the technology we're working on. I just realized, I just made this connection now that I think about it. Are they making the electron beams that we see later on that the Republic uses? They came from the deep. You can buy them in the deep. That would make a lot of sense. Anyways, do you enjoy the work you do? Let me answer that question with a story of my life. I'm going to skip the story of his life. We aren't too different. We both worked hard to get where we are today. Thanks for sharing. I did not ask for his life story, quite literally. So, moving on. Just gotta go back to whatever system this is. So, after this, there should be one more minor quest line to do for me before I do this, and then I have to meet the high, apparently, and then I should be receiving the final city ship license quest. So you know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna do it all right here. I'm gonna start cutting out flying portions. I'm gonna start cutting out me jumping between systems, because unless I have something to talk about, kind of pointless to keep in the video. So from now on, any major flights like here to here are gonna be probably cut. Oh, I don't have all the supplies. Okay. Now I have all the supplies. Don't go to the spaceport. We'll be dropping the supplies off elsewhere. Several dozen forklifts are waiting for your ship on the surface, and your passengers busy themselves by supervising the unloading process. You stroll around the launch pad, is interrupted by the familiar warning tones emitted by landing spacecraft, and you look up to see a deep security raven descending rapidly. Lieutenant Paris steps out. Captain, I'm going to need your ship's scanner logs from as far back as when you took this job. There appear to be 3 unidentified ships that began following you after each time you retrieved more cargo. Whether their intent is malicious or not, they're clearly interested. What are you going to do? I have no idea. He looks to the crew that are unloading the cargo. Hurry up, men. Only a few more crates left, sir. I suggest you leave immediately, then turns to the scientists. And you 4 should come with me while we figure out what is happening. In space, the noise from the high-powered atomic engines can only be heard as a dull rumbling, and even then only aboard the ship they propel. In atmosphere, however, they are deafening. The thunderclap of a high-speed atmospheric re-entry forces everyone to look up. A battle-scarred Quicksilver in pirate colors is racing toward the building. The workers scramble for cover, abandoning their machinery and the cargo. Run for the nearest cover. You duck for cover behind a concrete barrier that divides 2 landing pads when you hear the Quicksilver's cannons roar to life. The projectiles stream right overhead, exploding into the side of the building, sending rubble everywhere. As quickly as it appeared, the Quicksilver disappears, shrouded from view by the trees. Even though its engine noise has abated, Paris has to shout for his orders to be heard above the commotion. As you rise to your feet, you feel the earth heave, and a few moments later the muffled thud of an explosion drowns out Paris's voice. Even in daylight, you can see light from the fires below. A second tremor catches everyone off guard, knocking you back to the ground. What is happening? No one is able to hear you over the low rumble of the shaking ground and rustling of the forest around the complex. Everyone's clearly startled by the experience as they slowly raise themselves from the ground. A few deep security ships begin to land, dropping off medics and cleanup crews. You say goodbye to the scientists who thank you for helping them, even if much of the cargo was destroyed. You board your ship and fly towards the spaceport. Upon landing, you find that 1.5 million credits have been transferred to your account. Awesome. Now, I have one more major quest line to do. I think. I need to find it. That's all I need to figure out is where exactly can I get this, and local, no, that's just another annoying rush delivery. Doesn't look like it's gonna hand it to me here. Is this an abandoned system? Oh no, look at that, there's people living here. What about Norn? No, but there's a shipyard here with headhunters. For some reason I thought the headhunter was locked behind a Republic license, but I guess it's not. Maybe, oh, you know what? I think I know exactly how I'm supposed to trigger this quest line, and yeah, okay, you know what? I'll be right back. I'll show you guys here what I mean. Okay, here we are, where I was, my destination. I realized, I think, I need to go talk to the High, get a quantum keystone, and meet the remnant before I get that remnant quest line. This also requires a ship, if I remember correctly, with a decent cargo space. So what kind of cargo does Argosy have? 80 cargo space. Modified Argosy, 60. Bastion, 110. I'm gonna get this Bastion over here. But first, I'm gonna need to find where I can get a ram scoop. Because when I go to the remnant, I think I need a ram scoop. And I have to go to all the way back to Alfred for that, so that was pointless flying all the way out here this far, but whatever. It'll give time for the Bastion to meet up with me. Actually, come to think of it, the Bastion's gonna need a ram scoop too if it's coming to remnant territory with me, so I'm gonna have to wait for him here in Alfred, and yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for him here, and then give him a ram scoop, and then we need to get quantum keystones from the High, and yeah. Okay, we need to make sure we have outfit space for this. I can install 2 ram scoops on each, and then, yeah, we have enough for our quantum keystone from the High on each of these ships. I have to check, how much fuel does this thing have? 500. Well, it has plenty of space for more, so I'm gonna get a couple fuel pods while I'm at it. And it's got decent weapons. Alright. To the High. Okay, here we are at All Home. I'm not gonna find someone to tell me what's going on here. This is something I did in the last playthrough. I think I went through all the High. Basically, they've just been chilling here. The gist of it is they lived here pretty long, and eventually the humans discovered them, and humans are allowed to live here as long as, you know, they don't go around exposing the High for being here, because then too many people would come. And they don't want that. It's basically the entire story. They have nice shield generators here, but I'm looking for, if I want one, I'm gonna get a high diamond regen, not a not a high corundum. If that's what it was called, I think it was called that. Anyways, off we go to meet the remnant. Now, I will admit this would be way easier if I had a jump drive. Honestly, I think that would probably be, it'd be so much easier to be honest, but it's not a big deal, honestly. I just need to do it normally, because when you have a jump drive, you can just hop straight into remnant systems right here. But if you don't, you have to go through the wormhole, and it's kind of a pain. So, whatever. Let's head to Terminus. The reason I brought the Bastion is because once we start the little quest line for the Remnant Deep thing, you need to start transporting. It makes you start transporting, what's it called? It makes you start transporting Remnant technology to the deep so that they can sort of research them. So that's kind of the plan here. That's why I got the Bastion. It'll help me carry things to and from. So here we are. Whoa, that looks new. I mean, it's not a big deal because it's just a random gas giant, but it looks so cool. Oh, it's a brown dwarf. Brown dwarfs are like basically stars that weren't big enough to ignite. And they kind of look like gas giants, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, do you comprehend the ancestral tongue? Yes, I do. You aren't even sure if they understood you or not. They turn away from you for a second and converse in sign language. Two of them walk up to you. One is carrying a small device that looks like a handheld scanner. Give them a blood sample. You are pure. You are human. You are one of us. Of course I'm human, but what are human beings doing out here? We are the hidden ones. We are the remnant. In a time of great chaos, we came. To this place we came. Lest all true-born humans be killed or enslaved by those who evolve not but unwisely were made. As I continue to sing, you begin to piece together their story. They are the descendants of people who fled to this region of space through an unstable wormhole at the peak of the First Alpha War. When you return to your ship, you do a search on videos of historical dialects of human sign language. None of them bear even a passing resemblance to the language of these people who call themselves the Remnant. Alright. They actually added new Remnant ships recently. Like, I think the Ibis is relatively new. It's pretty cool. The Pelican, I'm pretty sure, is new. Pretty decent ships. However, that's not why I'm here. I'm here. What do you mean there's no available route to this system? Oh, I haven't discovered the wormholes back yet. I have to go do it manually. So I think you have to go to Suggesta. Because, yeah, I haven't actually discovered the proper wormholes. There's another brown dwarf. Anyways. If you land, these wormholes don't always go to the same place. You can see, like, I came out of this one. I went to the Cardia one, came out here, went back into the same one, and ended up here. And then I went back into that one, ended up here. And, yeah, it's that kind of weird. But it works. So now I gotta go back to the deep. Okay, well, actually, I think I'm going to leave this one here, and I'll figure out how to do the whole remnant thing next one, and then that should be the end, because there's a lot more than I expected to do today, so, I think it's best if I leave this one here, and we can figure out how to finish this storyline next one. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.